Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, it's a reverse. Moves the ball up to the 30.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
On this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Back to pass. It's Rashada. Receiver makes the grab and moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Gonna run it. It's ETN. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
They're backed up here trying to make something. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
No, kick it away here. Bringing it back, it's Wilson. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it to the left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. To throw, it's Lagway. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
To the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Contact as he threw it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Fair catch made at the 40. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And here's the handoff. He's brought down out at the 46.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Game makes it 2nd and medium. Back to throw. It's Rashada. Running back has it on a screen now. They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
First down and 10 now. Ball handed off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. The pocket breaking down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? The shotgun handoff here. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The Gators pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
To me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. An inside give now from the shotgun. Oh, there's the stiff arm. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. The secondary backed up off the ball now. And the wideout goes in motion. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. Trying to run it. It's ETN. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. Long enough and good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Gators offense retakes the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And now the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Makes a quick catch. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking to scramble now. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. It gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
And the Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 37.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. The Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pump over the middle. It's Burke. You get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. He's escaping the pocket now. There's a shot toward the end zone. Caught near the goal line. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Oh, just short of the end zone. But a big play from this offense. Now we're going to see if this defense can just hold them to 3.
It is 1st and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Breaking free at the 35. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here. And it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Rashada. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You can throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Short throw complete to the tight end. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Bulldogs will kick it off to begin the second half. he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Florida offense retakes the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
A quick throw out left, complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
They look to throw it here on second down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. I just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. It's caught downfield. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more of the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense success the formation. It's third down. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Handoff heading left. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's fourth down and inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. It's a QB sneak. And the Gators line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So forget the field goal attempt. They'll try to pad the lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, we've watched this guy all year, and we know that he is a threat when they get down inside that 5-yard line. It's 4th down and goal. The defense just did not anticipate that this guy's legs could hurt him, and they did for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking to pass. It's Rashada. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quick throw to the left. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Second down after that run on the previous play. They call the draw play here. Second effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
Here's the second down play. Reverse. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contain, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. He's running out of time here. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete, but it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Tries the right with a quick throw. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back. It's Lagway. He's moving out of the pocket. Tries to get it to the running back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Got it. Raise him, Cobra.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
Raise him. Pound, 55.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Got it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Ready.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
Slide 22.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Gators are in the red zone. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
Single back takes the handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Tackled, but 1st down.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration and come up with a tackle for a loss.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.